Okay, well, we are here today with a very, very special opportunity to have a conversation with one of Seattle's most famous celebrities and certainly one of our athletes that we're so proud of with all of his accomplishments in MLS soccer, the Seattle Sounders goalkeeper, Stefan Frei. Hello, Stefan. It's good to see you.
Hello, Secretary Owen. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's just an honor to have you here, and we're so excited because I know just fairly recently you became a U.S. citizen. So, do you want to share with in light of Temperance and Good Citizenship Day? Do you want to share your experience and why you became a U.S. citizen?
Of course. Yeah, so I mean, I grew up in Switzerland. I was born in Switzerland. I lived there for 15 years before my family moved to North America. And, I still followed my dream of becoming a professional athlete, this time through the college system and the MLS draft, which everything worked out well. But, as I grew older a little bit and I try to figure out, well, mainly where I was living, I wanted to, contribute to the community I was living in and kind of help shape the future. And as a non-citizen, I always felt like it wasn't my right to voice my opinion. And so it was one of the things that kind of kept me away at first. But with the 2016 presidential election, it was very polarized. Obviously, this country is very polarized. But I struggled with, whether I should become a citizen at that point or not, because I felt like some people weren't seeing eye to eye to me. I wasn't seeing eye to eye to them. But what I came out with was that it was just important for me to voice my opinion. And so I became a citizen so I could really stand there on use my platform a little bit and proclaim what I think it is to be a good U.S. citizen and a good citizen of the state of Washington.
Oh, absolutely. And it's so exciting to hear that as an election official. So the first election you actually voted in, what was it and how did it make you feel? I think a lot of Americans kind of take for granted the right to express their point of view politically and exercise their right to vote. But what was your first voting experience like?
It was great. It was super easy. I mean, we're blessed in this state, with the mail-in votes, mail-in ballots, and making it quite easy compared to some other states. But the general election and like I said before, the presidential election of 2016 was kind of the main reason why I, became a citizen. So I was really looking forward to 2020 to finally be able to really get involved. I think there's a lot of prep that I wanted to do beforehand. You need to educate yourself, on some local things, but also obviously on some national things, even global things. So a lot of prep work, but really, I was really excited for 2020 to come around for me to finally be able to do it, and I did.
Oh, well, it's great. And, one of the things that I love about, the United States is that we are a nation of immigrants. And, there aren't too many Americans who actually can say they are native people. So it's just, congratulations on your citizenship and what a great role model you continue to be, here in Washington and in Seattle. In fact, I know that you do a lot of community service work. Do you want to share a little bit about what kind of motivates you to be engaged in supporting people in your community?
My wife is Canadian, but she graciously moved down here with me when I got traded to Seattle. We love it here. We have two dogs. Our kids, they love it here as well. We recently moved to Bainbridge Island, and it's a beautiful place to live. But also I felt the place has been very supportive. The people in this area are very, very supportive, and I generally get a sense of positivity, and it feels good. And I wanted to give back, keep making that environment grow, right? Because we're talking about having an actual say in the future of a place that you live in. So for me, again, I have a little bit of a platform, so it's easy to just raise a little bit of awareness, whether it be for um, groups that maybe support artistic endeavors. I'm a bit of an artist myself, so Urban Artworks is a great, organization that helps kids that are maybe in trouble and kind of give them an outlet to be creative and find a passion. I think the Sounders have done a really good job with the Ray Foundation to provide soccer pitches or just, spots where, you can get away from the negative things, negative influences, and just, maybe hang out with your buddies and kick a ball around or whatever. So there's so many good ways to just, help out a tiny bit, and hopefully it will help our state as a whole and create a better future for everybody.
Oh, well, it's wonderful, and thank you for all that you do for our community. It's wonderful, and your artwork is amazing. What a great way to be able to put your talent, another talent, to work to help other people. It's great. Thank you for all that you do. What's your favorite? What's your I don't want to say your favorite nonprofit or organization, but what's the one thing you've done that you're most proud of that has helped out a local charity or nonprofit?
It's a good question. I've done quite a few things with Seattle Children's Hospital, and that is always sometimes it's difficult, but I know how much it means to the kids. Again, when you become a professional athlete, I'm still me. I'm just a normal, regular person. But you have to realize the power that sometimes you have. And some people look up to you, and kids especially, they're in dire need of a hero sometimes in those situations that they find themselves in the hospital. So just to go in there and maybe, chat about video games for 5 minutes to a kid, just to have that difference and distract them for a little bit, I think that always brings a lot of joy to me, just to see them smile for a little bit, because like I said, they have such a hard life at times, and it's so not fair. But for me to just show up and really not do anything, and them smile, that means the world.
Oh, absolutely. And I think what's so great about the work that you do, both on the pitch and off, is you inspire young people to see their own potential. And so in that light, as we're here, looking at Temperance and Good Citizenship Day, and we're looking at the Future Voter Program and really trying to get young people to find their own voice and see the power in their right to vote. What would you say to a 16 or 17-year-old Washington youth, and what would you say to them to get them to be engaged civically?
Well, first of all, educate yourself. Pay attention to what's going on. Realize that your opinion matters. Sometimes you hear people try to deter others by saying, "Oh, your opinion is just one, and it doesn't matter." It truly does. Especially in a place where, like you said, we have so many people from so many walks of life, so many different opinions. It matters even more that you voice your opinion, because you're young. You may think that, oh, this is, adults will handle this at this point, but you're talking about your own future. You can actually shape your own future. You can realize maybe what are the things that bother you about Seattle? What are the things that bother you about the state you would like to see changed in the next 20, 30 years? This is your chance. So please educate yourself. I know you can't vote until you're 18. But educate yourself and get registered, be part of the Future Voter Program. Register, make a pledge to be a citizen that's involved, not just for anybody else out there, but for yourself and your own future.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for those words. And I think I would just close by, first of all, saying congratulations on just a phenomenal career, a phenomenal season. The Sounders are just such a wonderful part of the Seattle community, and you make our state proud. And we just are really honored to be connected to you through this voting initiative and all the work that you're doing. But also, I hope that you also serve as a role model for young people who may not be old enough to vote to be involved in their community, and that there are always ways to give back, either politically or through community service. So thank you for being such a great role model in every aspect of your life. It's just great having you, and it's wonderful that you're an American citizen. We're really proud of that too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks for having me and giving me a chance to, speak to some kids. Hopefully, like you said, they're inspired to get involved. Everybody, please wear a mask, be responsible. We're not out of this yet. So again, be a good citizen, and we'll make it through together.
Wonderful. Okay. And I just want to remind everyone watching that you can go to votewa.gov. And if you are under 18, you can be a future voter by signing up. And as soon as you turn 18, you'll be eligible to vote. And if you're over 18, you can register and become a Washington voter and be ready for the 2021 elections. They're coming up quick. And Stefan, thank you so much for your time and all of your support of this program. And I truly wish you the best.